Hey, I'm Des Money.
And I'm Jesse Money. And you're watching CMS TV.
All right, I got a story for you.
All right, that's what I'm looking for. What do you got?
I was meaning to do this last segment, and we got completely derailed.
Because we were just having
we
were having goofy fun.
Yeah, because we were fucking around.
Yeah, we were playing shit music, man.
Well, we're gonna play more shit music.
All right.
I don't know when this happened. Maybe you do. And I'm going to preface this by saying, I'm not saying this person is not a good performer or a bad performer, because I quite honestly, I know one song by this person and it's not my cup of tea.
Okay.
And I honestly never dug in any further, so I don't know anything about her.
All right.
This being said, when did Dolly Parton become the national treasure of the music industry?
Well, I think that when you become a legendary kind of singer, I mean, Dolly Parton's been around since the 60s.
Is she legitimately, and I'm going to stop you here and then you can come back and finish, but I just want to, is she legitimately known for anything other than having ginormous tits?
No.
That's what she's known for, is her big tits.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, she's got big boobs.
But she's not like, she doesn't have like 50 country #1 hits and big tits.
Well, she's got a lot of hits. I mean,
does she?
I
know one, 9 to 5.
But she had that, but she did the cooperation with Kenny Rogers back in the 80s.
Islands in the Stream.
Islands in the Stream, that was big.
Okay.
And then she had the song, I think it was late 60s, early 70s. I'm just talking from what I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure she's had a lot more hits than what I know, because I'm not a Dolly Parton fan. Aside, I'm going to use a Johnny Carsonism. I would give anything to take a peek under that blouse.
Yeah.
And I think he actually said that on the show. And he goes, I would do anything to take a peek under her blouse or some shit like that. But regardless of that.
Hey, whoa, the Malaysian police might be after you.
But regardless of that, she did have a show in the 70s. I believe it was the Dolly Parton show.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
She did. And she always ended her. I used to watch, I think it was on Channel 43, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
And she would always end the show with her song. I think Whitney Houston covered it. And I will always love you. You know, that's
that Dolly?
Yeah, she did that song. She would close her show every night with that, every time with that song, right?
Okay.
But she covered the song Divorce, DIVORCE is final today. You know that song?
No.
Me and little JOE are going away. You know, it's just a sad tear jerker. Just the divorce is final. You know, that kind of.
I believe you. I just don't know anything about her.
I'm trying to say, where she's concerned, I don't know her catalog. I got to be honest. I don't know her catalog. Yes, she's known for her ginormous tits and her outrageous big wigs, kind of like, the departed Tina Turner.
Ronnie Anderson.
Had the wigs and stuff.
Yeah.
But regardless of this, her legacy is the fact that she's been around as long as she has.
Yeah.
But here's what embraces her to today's culture.
Okay.
Is that as an old lady, and let's admit it, she's an old lady. Is she pushing 80?
Yeah, probably.
She has been outspoken by embracing quote unquote woke culture.
Oh, is she a lefty? I didn't know that.
She's very sympathetic toward the whole transgender thing and the whole gay marriage thing and blah, 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 blah.
All right. She's 77, by the way.
All right. Well, she's pushing 80.
Yeah.
So the lefty media and lefty woke culture and stuff. Well, here's an icon that's been in the business for 60 plus years.
Yeah.
And she's hip with the times. She isn't an old fuddy-duddy and, embracing her upbringing. She can change with the times and see the different positions that people take and say she's down with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is what, yeah. So you see, again,
she sold a lot of records. Okay.
I don't know her catalog, so I can't.
I don't either.
But she's been kind of like a crossover artist between country because, back in the 60s and into the 70s, she was really like one of those original twangy country singers.
Yeah.
But then, as she advanced through the 80s, she more crossed over to like a crossover artist and to pop, and some of her songs became poppy. And then, of course, she was, like you mentioned, 9 to 5 and Islands in the Stream and stuff. That was kind of like a crossover pop type. Like it wasn't like twangy country type stuff, from back in the day. So she's kind of been an evolving artist.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, what guy didn't want to bang Dolly Parton?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And the thing is that she went through that major transformation in the 80s where I don't know if she had surgery or whatever, but she got the really small waist and the nice round ass and the big tits. And I mean, she looked like Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah, she's a looker. There's no question.
She looked like Jessica Rabbit. And then she had like the whole facial thing done because she used to be very kind of round in the face, but she became kind of real chiseled in the face. And, so she went through transformations over the years. And as an old lady pushing 80 years old, she still has kept it together.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's cosmetic surgery wise or good living wise. I don't know what her secret is or what her story is, but she still looks like Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
I mean, she's almost 80 years old. Would you like to see her 80-year-old boobs?
Yes.
See, that's my point.
Of course. Yeah, she's Dolly Parton.
So even at this point, you would go, yeah, I'd look at this 80-year-old boobs. Why not?
Look at it. I'd do it. Are you kidding me?
See again.
Kidding me? Hell yeah.
So she has transition time.
Yeah. I get it. They are treating her right now like she's the new Aretha Franklin.
Well, because she embraces the modern thought process as an old lady. That's what it boils down to.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out. And again, I'm going into this saying I don't know her music very well. And I don't have anything negative to say about Dolly Parton per se. I know, she did a lot of country shit and now she's in the Rock Hall for God knows why.
Right.
So I don't have nothing bad to say. What I do find interesting though is, so I'll give her credit again where credit's due. She got elected into the Rock Hall and she said, well, if I'm going to be in the Rock Hall, I got to at least do a rock record. Because she didn't even have a rock record.
Well, she's not a rock artist.
No.
But I know she's working with a bunch of different rock people.
And she's released a couple of songs now. And we're gonna check one out.
All right, that's fair because I've been seeing this that she worked with Dave Grohl and she worked with this person and that person, guested with this person, and she's recording a rock record.
Yeah,
but again, she's one of these people that have been around for so long, and she's become an American staple. Everybody knows who Dolly Parton is. And the reason why everybody knows who Dolly Parton is because she had big tits.
Right, of course.
I mean, and that is really the reason why.
That's why we know her. So anyway, she dragged those big tits in front of a microphone
Okay.
And did a song with Rob Halford, Judas Priest. And we have that song. It's called Bygones.
Okay.
If I'm not
garbage.
If I'm not mistaken,
don't play it. It's garbage.
It might be. If I'm not mistaken, too, I think Nikki Sixx and John 5 are on this song as well.
Yeah, I know. She's like played with all the hard rock metal people, for this record. It's a novelty record.
It
let's just put it what it is. It's a novelty record. Oh my God, 80-year-old Dolly Parton is playing with the metal god himself, Judas Priest. Jesus, what a fantastic pairing. Who would have ever thought? Who would have ever thought? This is iconic.
Yeah, well.
The iconic rock god and the iconic big boob country chick doing a song together in their advanced years, no less.
It's going to be amazing.
Right. So he's a gay metal guy, and she embraces the gay lifestyle. Even though they come from a different era, man, they got modern ideals together.
Yep.
And they're collaborating. Jesus Christ, this is like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah. Well, are you ready to hear some Bygones?
I'd be glad to hear it. Sure.
All right. Well, let's check it out.
Judgmental. I haven't heard it, so I don't know. And
it might be great.
All
I
right.
have not listened to it either.
All right.
I just find the whole concept of this to be stupid.
Well, again, it's all perception. Everything is perception.
Yeah, I mean, for me, this has no value to me.
All right,
but I mean, it might be a good song. I don't know. I mean, I like Rob Halford, not in a gay way.
And I want to see Dolly Parton's tits.
Yeah, exactly.
And you would like to think that maybe Dolly Parton's 80-year-old tits might turn Rob right back around.
No, I doubt it. I doubt it. Now, she has a husband. Maybe Rob would be into that, but
right.
All right, here we go. So this is Bygones. It's Rob Halford with Dolly Parton.
Okay.
Here we go.
Forgive me. It's true, I've made mistakes, but so have you. It's just so unfair.
The way you hurt me cut so deep, I don't think I can heal. You just leave me bare. When you break a trust, it's painful to find the one you love's no angel. When respect is gone, the biggest part of love goes to. I'm sorry, so sorry. How long must you
punish me?
Why can't we just move on? Let bygones be bygones.
But you never will.
Well,
is that Doro?
Boro.
It sounds like Doro.
Sounds like Boro to me.
I know,
boring.
But it sounds like Doro at the beginning, doesn't it?
Yeah.
She does the whisper singing.
It's like if Doro had floating teeth, because she's got that fucking floating teeth thing again.
Yeah.
As all these old people do.
Right.
It's not very good.
Well, the picture, they got her all dolled up in like metal spiky shit.
Yeah. Just funny because that's exactly what you'd think an old lady thinks a metalhead looks like.
Right.
That is really what that is.
And she's got the leather glove on, and she's got the spiky stuff on.
And when is the last time you saw a leopard skin fucking
steering
wheel? Well, have you seen one of those since fucking, I don't know, your dad in the 70s or something?
Well, that's the cougar. That's the cougar mark right there with the.
Is that it?
Yeah. The cougars wear the leopard skin shit.
Well, she's too old to be a cougar.
Well, she's a what would you she's too what is an older version of a cougar?
A dinosaur. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, honestly, she's too old to be a cougar. Cougars are like what, 40 to 50?
I don't know what the age range is. It's just,
She's a grand cougar.
Yeah, there you go. All she needs is a wizard hat.
Yeah.
To be a grand cougar.
She's a grand cougar. You want to hear more of this brilliant song?
It's fantastic. I bet you Jim will be buying it tomorrow. First day buyer.
No, Jim even said garbage. Jim called it garbage. I can't find where he said that, but he did. He just said garbage. So, it's doesn't sound like they're in the same room either. Not that that's a big deal, but it definitely sounds like
she recorded her part in her studio in Nashville somewhere and sent it to Rob over in England or wherever the hell he is. And
yeah, she's a tilf. Tits.
She's a tilf. All right,
here we go.
What's the difference if this time I'm the one that did the wrong? Should it matter?
Making reference to promises made and broken, you just left me cold as stone. When you break a trust, it's painful to find the one you love's no angel. When respect is gone, the biggest part of love goes to. I'm sorry, so sorry. How long must you
Punish me.
Why can't we just move on? Let bygones be bygones. But you never will. I'm sorry, so sorry.
Yeah, I am not feeling this at all.
well, this is really just another version of her and Kenny Rogers' Islands in the Stream. I mean, seriously, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a different kind of song, but yeah.
No, I'm not saying it's the same song. I'm just saying that the concept is the same.
Yeah, although they were both in the same. I mean, Kenny Rogers was a country guy.
Yeah. In the same genre.
Yeah, I mean,
but my point is that they're duetting together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not feeling this at all.
It's just a, just a throwaway track. Is there any more? Or are there any other songs?
I'm looking to see if there's we could watch Rob singing with her, singing Jolene with her at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, this already happened? When did all this shit happen? See, I don't even pay attention.
I don't usually either, but people have sent me this stuff.
So he attended the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Well, they were inducted. Judas Priest was inducted.
Oh.
Into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they performed. Remember, we talked about that.
Yeah. But that was just sort of like the sympathy vote.
Yeah, but he was still there.
I know. That sucked.
It did suck.
Oh, well, we're not going to legitimately allow Judas Priest into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We'll throw them the sympathy vote,
Well, of course.
So
they should they don't get the real vote. It's metal.
Yeah.
All right, well, here is Dolly Parton getting inducted for real. Judas Priest not rocking metal enough to get into the Rock Hall. Dolly Parton, who's never done a rock album.
She's in the Rock Hall.
She's in the Rock Hall.
Okay.
On legit terms. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking joke in my town. All right, so here's Dolly Parton with Rob Halford, I believe.
This was in L.A., right?
I don't know.
I think they did this in L.A. It's just like, well, what does that have to do with Cleveland?
Nothing. I hate this fucking... I wish somebody would hook a line to one of them legs and just pull it into the fucking lake.
Yeah.
I hate that building. I hate the people that aren't from here every time I talk to somebody that's trying to find the Cleveland connection and they lean in with the Rock Hall, I just want to punch them in the fucking face. Oh yeah. I've been to Cleveland, went to the Rock Hall.
Yeah. It's a big Hard Rock cafe.
Yeah, good for you. You've been to the Rock Hall.
Good for you.
Good for you, you piece of shit.
All
right, so here's Dolly Parton, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction with, I believe, Rob Halford, doing Jolene.
All right.
There we go. Big rock hit. What is this? Who are these guys?
Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare with flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green.
They're all dancing like out of sync. Am I the only one that notices that? They're all fucking...
Well, they're white people. The white people can't dance.
But can't you know enough to all move the same way at the same time?
I like
watch back on this. They're all moving like they're all hearing a different song.
Right. Well, I like the fact that Dolly's dressed up like a sadomasochist whore.
Yeah, I like nothing wrong with hoary Dolly.
I like that.
Yeah.
For an old 80-year-old puss, I'd still bang that.
Hell yeah. More than you'd bang Pink.
Well, yeah, Pink. She's like a big bitch.
She rocks though. She's great.
I'm
super talented.
But she's like a dude. She's like a dude's chick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The stories I've heard about her.
Mm-hmm.
She is like a real crass chick. Like she'll like chug a beer and then like burp real loud, and she'll.
I like that part about her.
You know what I mean? She's a real. She's kind of a piggy.
She's a tomboy.
Well, yeah, she's a piggy girl.
Yeah.
She's very piggy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't find her to be hot or anything, but I like Pink. I singing wise, she's got one of the best voices out there. So,
well, obviously she's singing here. Who are these three fags?
I don't know who those guys are.
I mean, they come off very faggy.
This guy looks like some actor, but I can't place exactly who.
Well, I know who that is.
Who is it?
That's well, I'm not saying that's who he is. That's the guy from, what the fuck's his name? He was a huge Ocean's 11 guy.
I've never seen it.
He was in Facts of Life early on in his career. What's his name? He's like a big actor.
I mean, I was gonna say he looks familiar. I'm looking up Ocean's 11 stars. It's not George Clooney.
No, yes.
That's not George Clooney.
No, I'm not saying he is George Clooney. I said he looks like George Clooney.
This guy in the middle?
Yeah, he kind of looks like George.
He doesn't look like George Clooney.
Sure he does.
You're sounding like George Looney. Get out of here.
All right.
He doesn't look like George Clooney.
You don't think he looks like him?
No.
All right.
I don't know who he is, but he doesn't look like George Clooney. George Clooney gets a lot of good ass. This guy ain't getting any ass. Look, he got two guys on his side.
Again, he just reminds me of him.
All right. I don't know who this fruit is. Doesn't matter.
This fruit is. Look at this guy with the button, his shirt button
this
out almost.
guy. This guy's just begging for a dicking.
How come you could just see these people and go, this guy's a faggot?
Oh, hi.
I know.
Guys, I just love Dolly. So glad to be here.
Right. They're just so happy to be there. It's got that big grin on their face, big shit-eating grin.
That's right. Those guys are Halford's fluffers. Could be.
I would probably agree with that.
Yeah, here you go. Neeley is nuts. He looks nothing like Clooney.
Okay.
He's wearing Brute.
Brute.
All right, That's who that guy is. It's John Taylor from this guy. This guy is John Taylor from Duran Duran.
Really?
That's what he's saying.
Holy shit.
The guy on the right is not Elijah Wood. That is not Elijah. All right, I'm not putting up any more comments. None of you know anything about who anybody is.
All right.
These are three randos at this fucking show.
John Taylor.
That's who these guys are. That's probably not Sean Taylor, John Taylor, or whatever.
Right.
It's probably just three fruits that got free tickets or something.
Or they had the money to, buy in and get a $10,000 seat.
Yeah, probably true. But, all right. So anyway, all I'm saying is watch when they go back to these people dancing on the stage.
Yeah, they
look like a bunch of zombies wandering around the stage.
Like they're all doing their own thing.
Yeah, none of them are doing the same move or anything. Here we go.
Your beauty is beyond compare.
They're just
claiming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green.
Look, wait a minute. So you got one guy, you got this guy moving fast. She looks like she's stoned and is moving really slow.
Yeah, Halford over there.
Halford is just admiring Pink's haircut. It looks like her dude's apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, but look, they're all doing different shit. It's like they're not all hearing the same song.
That's hysterical.
Am I wrong in this?
They're just that just goes back to the Chappelle show way back in the early 2000s, where he talked about how white people can't dance.
Yeah, well,
they can't groove, they can't dance right, and this just proves it right here.
Yeah, it's just terrible. All right, here we go.
Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain.
Oh, that's the rhythmic chick.
Annie Lennox?
Yeah, that's Annie Lennox.
Is she bald now?
No, she's always had that short ass haircut.
Nice red hat.
I know. Look at that.
She looks like she came out of the Philadelphia movie. Jesus.
I know. It's like has she not started singing, I would have never known that was.
No, I just thought she was some random person on the stage.
She just looks like some AIDS infested dude or something.
Yeah. Tim James Pride. Come on, people. It's not nice.
All right. So we know who that is.
Yeah. Annie is a cowpoke.
A cowpoke.
Apparently.
Yep. Wearing that big old hat.
That's right. All right. Here we go.
Jolene,
I'm begging of you, please don't take my bed.
Lionel Richie getting down.
Yeah.
Was this song big enough to warrant this fucking international tribute to it?
Well, again, it's Dolly Parton. I'm going to have to look it up.
I mean, I know the song, so I guess it is popular on that respect, but I mean, these guys are acting like this is the greatest song since
like she hasn't broken this out in 3 decades.
Yeah, it's like the return of Let It Be or something.
Right, exactly.
It's like, holy shit. All right, this is the question I have. I wish Colin would call in. Why is she a national treasure?
My answer is longevity.
My answer is those 2 lumps on her chest. Jolene is her biggest, most timeless hit.
Is it?
Okay. All right. Well, see, and this is why I'm asking the question. This is the free bird of country music.
Is it?
Okay.
Again, I would never know because
I don't know.
I'm not a fan, but you know.
Again, I started this segment by saying I'm not a hater of Dolly. I'm not a fan of Dolly. I don't know.
1973 is when it came out.
Probably why I don't know it. I was like 4.
All right. So it came out May 22nd of 73. So 50 years ago.
All right. Well, all right. It's like John Denver's Country Roads. Yeah, but that's a good song. That's a much better song than this song. Do you agree with that?
Yes. According to Parton, the song was inspired by a red-headed bank clerk who flirted with her husband, Carl Dean, at his local bank branch around the time they were newly married. In an interview, she also revealed that Jolie's real appearance are based on that of a young fan who came on stage for an autograph. Okay.
Makes sense to me.
All right.
All right, let's see. Hold on. Present. Share. I'll take this song all day long. Come on. This is good stuff here.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River.
And anybody that can work in the word Shenandoah in a fucking lyric is a hero.
Shenandoah, huh?
You get the word Shenandoah in your lyrics and it fits. That's pretty good.
Right.
I want to hear a little more of this.
Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road.
Dare I say that is a perfect song. That is a note perfect song.
Well, interestingly enough, getting back to Jolene,
Yes.
goes back to something I mentioned early in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Dolly Parton revealed that she wrote Jolene on the same day that she wrote I Will Always Love You.
Ooh.
So she wrote 2 hit songs in the same day.
2 classics.
Yeah.
Very good. Still not as good as John Denver, but okay.
Yeah,
whatever.
regardless of that. But again, I can't speak about Dolly Parton.
Yeah, me either.
I know her popular stuff and I know her big boobs. That's all I know.
That's enough. All right, here's more of Jolene with Dolly Parton and friends, I guess.
I mean, look at the looks of glee on these people's
Oh, they're
faces.
thrilled. They're thrilled to be in the presence of Dolly.
But
Maybe it's just us that's jaded, and being in the presence of Dolly is amazing.
I know, but I just like the leather-clad horror look on her.
Yeah, not bad.
For an old lady, I'd let her suck my dick.
Yeah, there you go. Come here, Grands.
Go on, break out your whip. I'll even let you whip my ass.
Yeah. Why don't you get some of that caked on makeup on my balls?
Right.
Come on. Come on, Dolly.
Well, but I do like the dominatrix look she's sporting there.
Just imagine if you came on her face, it would look like she's crying icicles.
Right.
I mean, Jesus, with all that makeup she wears.
Well, she rub it all in, saying, "This is the life's blood. This is my this is my youth serum."
Right. All right, Tammy Faye, get to work.
Right.
All right, here we go.
And look at how, even though Dolly's got the big boobs,
Yeah.
look at how big Pink is next to her. She's a big girl.
Yeah, she's like 6 foot tall, I
Yeah,
think.
she's a linebacker.
Amazon.
Yeah, she's a linebacker.
Wow, Neeley would have a blowjob by a woman his age. Takes a lot of money to look this cheap. Dolly
Right.
Parton.
I agree.
There you go. All right, here we go. I'm just going to say it. I know I'm not supposed to. I don't care.
What's with the woman in the man suit?
That has never, it never was, it never will be, it's never gonna be looked at as anything except for you're a lesbian.
Right.
That's the only thing anybody thinks. Nobody thinks there's a sophisticated woman.
Right.
They just think, I'll bet her breath smells like a fucking 3-day-old salmon. That's all you think when you see a woman in a suit.
Sure.
It doesn't work.
Right.
It's never worked. It is a horrible look on any woman. Any woman. Has there ever... Now, sometimes they can slut it up where they put it on and then they unbutton the shirt.
Kind of like 9.5 weeks.
Yeah, and, have the tie kind of hanging between the big old tits or whatever.
I mean, what's her face in 9.5 weeks? She dressed up like a man because she wanted to know what it was like to be in a man's world and be in a bar and hear men talk amongst themselves.
Yeah, I get it, John Phillips. I get that she's a lesbian. That's not my point. My point is that's a horrible look for any woman, regardless of what she does with her tongue. It's a horrible look for a woman. Always. Always.
And who is that?
I don't know. Katie Etheridge or something. I don't fucking know. Or Melissa Etheridge or Katie Lang or whatever. One of these fucking carpet munchers. Jesus.
You're just intolerant, Chris.
I am. I definitely am here.
Stumbled on your show. I don't know your podcast, but why do you have to make so many homophobic comments?
Yeah.
Is that really necessary? That's just not cool, man.
I know it's not. Don't listen.
It's just not
Don't
cool.
listen.
It's just not cool, man.
All right, let's hear more of this brilliant song.
All right.
Jolene, please don't take it just because you can. Simon, he talks about you in his sleep. There's nothing I can do to keep from.
Is that Simon Le Bon from Duran Duran?
Thinking that's who that is.
Wow. Or is that George Michael Le Bon from Duran Duran? Jesus.
Well, they are both English.
Yeah. All right. Well, good for him. I like Duran Duran. Sorry. I know that makes me queer too, but whatever. Their song Hold Back the Rain is great. We're going to end the show with that tonight.
Okay.
But yeah. All right. Let's hear some more of this. Simon Le Bon.
Crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I can easily understand how you can eat.
What is this thing? Is that a guy?
I think that's, is that Pat Benatar and her husband? Is that Neil?
That's Pat Benatar. Is that Neil Giraldo?
I think that's who that is.
Dude, I saw him not that long ago. I didn't realize he was 100.
I believe that's Neil Giraldo and Pat Benatar.
Holy smokes.
How you can easily take my man, but you don't know what he means.
She's banging that old dude, huh?
Well, she's old too.
She still looks better than that.
I know she's sporting the gray Cleopatra hair.
I got to give it to Pat, though. She aged better. Like, I did not think that she had any hotness at all when she was 20. I think she's much better looking now.
I don't think you knew her as 20. I think she
Was she 30?
I think she was 30 when she gained her popularity in
Was
the
she?
80s. Yeah, I think so.
That being said, huge Pat Benatar fan back in
Yeah,
the day.
well, I remember when she played Blossom, she for an early artist who just basically came out of nowhere
Yeah.
in the very early 80s, like 81, she was already playing Blossom.
She is huge.
Yeah.
Pat Benatar was everywhere. I remember I had that Get Nervous tape. That and Crimes of Passion. Those were my two jams, and I played the fuck out of those tapes. Walking up and down the street with my Walkman on. My yellow Walkman.
Right.
Because I was a rich kid. I had a fancy Walkman, the kind that they said you could dip in water or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't work so well when my brother threw it in a bathtub and it just fucking died immediately. Fucking that waterproof Walkman didn't work for shit. Nah. I turned, what is this, Anthony? I don't turn my nose up at Pat. I love Pat's music. I just didn't find her hot back in the day. And I really hated her in that Get Nervous video.
Yeah.
Or not Get Nervous. Love is a Battlefield. With all the choreographed dancing and shit in it. It's like,
It was very Michael Jackson-ish with the whole, Thriller thing.
yeah, I didn't feel that at all. But
She tried to look like a street urchin.
yeah, and she had some dogs too. Let's not kid ourselves here. We Will Be Invincible from the Billie Jean soundtrack was pretty shit too. She wasn't always a home run, but she had when she debuted, with Heartbreaker and stuff like that, up through Get Nervous, she was pretty untouchable. Then she had that shit period where she did like, we belong to the night, we belong to the blah blah, we belong. That wasn't good. But then she came back with All Fired Up and was rocking again. So good concert though. Me and Kelly went and saw her like 13 seconds before the pandemic shut everything down. And it was a good show. It was a really good concert. So, all right, let's go. Let's hear what Pat's got to say here with Jolene.
All right.
All right. That was pretty weak from Rob Halford. What's he doing?
Rob needs to lose the big chin muff.
Yeah. I mean, he has trimmed it. I will say it was looking. He was looking like he fucking lives in the hills, but he did. He has trimmed it. But what? He's he's probably the biggest voice up there, and he's like, Jolene. I don't know about Jolene.
I just don't want to blow everybody off the stage with my powerful vocals.
I wonder if he knows the song.
I don't know. Probably not.
I mean, probably listened to it backstage once or twice. Like, yeah, I can do this. Tell me which 10 words I got to memorize, and I'll memorize them. But, oof. All right, here we go.
I'm your choice of man, but I can never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you and whatever you decide to do, Jolene.
Well, hopefully Jolene decides to take you to a store to buy a better outfit. That looks like, not only is that a bad suit, but that looks like the pattern, like the that they would put on a suit, like if they're actually sewing it to fit.
Right.
It looks like that's what all those dots look like, is like that dot pattern where it needs to be stitched or something. Jeez, oh man.
Well, I like the horror suit that Dolly's wearing.
Yeah, I like that. She's the only.
Look at the horror suit she's got on. Holy shit.
She's the only one that looks fucking cool. Her and Simon Le Bon looks pretty cool. Halford looks kind of weird. Halford wearing that big giant fucking trench coat. Everybody up there looks kind of weird except for Dolly and Simon Le Bon.
Yeah.
All right. Let's check out some more.
All right.
Katie Lang just bringing it with her manly vocal. Fantastic. I got to give it to Halford, though. He slid his way right into the middle of the stage. That's a pro.
There you go.
That's a pro. He's like, I got to get my stage time on here. I got to get my screen time. That's one way to do it.
I didn't get elected legitimately to the Rock Hall, but I'm going to make every minute count.
I'm going to be in the center stage.
Exactly.
For half of this fucking song. Good for him. All right, here we go. Only a couple seconds left. Oh, amazing.
Please don't take it just because you can.
Yeah! Halford slid right back in there, put her hand up in the air. Ah, that's her.
I would have grabbed her ass.
Mm-hmm.
That would have just been me, though.
But Rob wouldn't do that.
No, of course not.
If Rob was going to grab an ass, he'd have found one of them guitar players. Come here, Amish guy.
Right.
Let me see what you're sporting.
Come here, blues traveler.
That's right. Hey, Popper, bring it over here. I got a popper for you.
Yeah, bring it in. Bring it in.
Ugh. All right. Well, there you go. It's Jolene.
Wow.
So, bottom line, Dolly has a new album out or coming out or something.
Yeah, it's all metal. It's all hard
It's
rock.
all rock.
Yeah, it's all rock and metal.
Yeah. So, enjoy, people. Anybody that would enjoy Dolly Parton, I guess.
Sure.
So,
she's a crossover artist.
yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, she's a national treasure.
All right. That's not funny. He'd grab Simon Le Bon's ass.
He just may.
He might. That's true.
Yeah.
Simon Le Bon's straight, right?
I believe he is.
I think he's got a wife. I think. Could be wrong on that. If he was gay, I mean, it would make sense for some of Duran Duran's music, but Duran Duran rules, though.
Oh, well, he was hungry like the wolf after all.
That's right. Yeah, it was. I know you haven't never watched The Shield, but there's a funny fucking scene in that. It would be funny just as a standalone. They had spy cams in one of the cars or in everybody's cars, and they put a spy cam in the one detective's car that's a total dork, and he gets blown off by his date, but he thinks it went well anyway. So he's in his car singing "Hungry Like the Wolf." Oh my God, it's so fucking funny. I'm going to find it for next week.
That'll be funny.
It is funny. I mean, it's a lot funnier if you've watched The Shield, but just even as a standalone, just seeing this guy, and they do it perfect. They do it where he's like, works out, there's only fire. He like all of a sudden bursts into it. It's too fucking funny. Yep, you got it, Phil. Dutch singing "Hungry Like the Wolf." It's so fucking funny. And yes, Simon does have a wife. So
okay.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right. Well, what's the name of this song you wanted to close out with?
"Hold Back the Rain" from the Rio record.
All right.
I think it's the last song on side A.
Got it. All right. Well, it's been a fun and weird show.
No pattern to this one.
No, not at all. It was just fun. I enjoyed it.
Just good times.
I just like all the randomness. It was just goofy.
Good stuff.
And I want to thank our friend Jim Bob Dorr for stopping in. Check out his live streams and stuff, and throw a buck or two in his tip jar.
Please do.
And Chris and I will not be here next week.
Nope.
We will be in Cleveland or Lorraine.
Yes.
At the Lorraine Palace Theater with Michael Franzese. Is that his name?
Franzese.
Franzese.
Yep.
The mob guy.
So
for those of you in the Cleveland, Akron, Youngstown area, come on out to the Lorraine Palace Theater Saturday and join us. I'll be there. Chris will be there.
That's right.
We'll come out and glad hand a few of you and say fuck you to the rest.
That's right.
And I'll be in town for a few days. I'm gonna wing on in, or drive on in rather, on Thursday and hang out till Sunday and
cool.
Be around town and soak it all up.
That's right.
So you're gonna have to find something to do with yourself next Saturday, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. And if you want to follow me, obviously Monday I will be all over the internet once again. Monday, our friend Scott Dietschy will be on with me and Seth. And on me and Eric will have the band Bad Marriage, which is they're going out on tour with Enough's Enough, and Tommy Skio's playing guitar for them, and blah blah blah. They're going to be on, as well as Janet Gardner is going to be on the show on Forsaken Presents. So good stuff there. I don't remember who's going to be the guest on Wednesday. It might be the Guess Who guy. I don't know. But somebody will be the guest on Wednesday on Seth as well.
Yeah,
so
the Guess Who guy.
Gary, I don't know if it's Peterson or Patterson. So
I think it's Peterson. I think it is. But again, I stand to be corrected.
Gary Peter Patter will be on, so we'll get him on.
Peter Patter.
Yeah, whatever.
I want you to introduce him to the show as Gary Peter Patter.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll love that. As far as Nita Strauss, I'll be talking to the publicist Monday, so I'll let you guys know when it's out.
All right, and I would like you to ask Gary what his secret to staying sleek and fit at his age.
I've already found his secret. What are you talking about? I know his secret. His secret is pizza.
All right. Well, we'll be back in 2 weeks. Come on out to the Lorraine Palace Theater on Saturday if you're in that area, and come see Michael Franzese.
Yes.
And come see Chris and I, and we'll be there.
Yepper.
All right. Well, we're gonna get out of here. Chris picked this song from the Rio from Duran Duran.
That's right.
And this is called Hold Back the Rain. So until 2 weeks from tonight, this is Neeley along with my very good friend
Chris Hagen.
And we're gone.
Bye, kids.